Alright, I finished up other crap I had to do today, so I'm back here. Gonna try and add more functionality to what we were working on before. What I did do, I just did this real quickly off of the recording. I took out this spawn facing that we were using where, no, I have to take that out, where we were using whatever facing the player had. But what we really want is to dictate it based on the map that we're loading, right? So if we're always going to be coming in from the bottom, regardless of which direction we're facing when we walk in, then we want to set the spawn facing to up. And so now you'll see that I can walk to the right into the town, but when I enter, I'll be facing up. It's as simple as that. And then I have it default to down, because that's going to be pretty standard, right? Like the overworld, they spawn in down, and that should work pretty well for that. I think the next thing, for one, let's add collision. Let's modify our collision on the player. I want to change it so that they're not, so that they can't draw over top of the blocks. And maybe that's just a little bit too thick. Something like that should be fine. And so we do that. What else did I want to change on the player? I think that's it for the player. I do want to add, update these things. Really, the well should probably be on the solids layer. It's alright for now. Maybe we'll call it like objects. Or, nah, let's keep it solids, whatever. And need to go and find the well and give that a collision shape. Same for the sign. Well, that bush will be nice. Let's get that in there. Give that collision as well. Just pick the rectangle, drag, and we're going to call this bush. Anything else I need? I have dirt. We could work on interior furniture, which it looks like I'm going to need to make the backgrounds transparent there. We'll see. Looks like we have stuff for a castle. You got like the curtains in the background. That's nice. We have a column. Let's grab that. I'm just feeling a nice and laid back session today. I'm not really trying to rush anything. I just really want to chill. Main map. I think could probably hold the stairs. I don't know. Let me change all of this. We don't want these on the main. Let's get rid of this thing. We gotta go to region. That'll let us delete it when we select it. Let's delete all of these. What I want to do, I guess I can remember that placing. See, I'm deleting these. They're solid. Sign can go bye-bye. I think that's probably good for now. We can check. We gotta get rid of that column. Delete that. It just doesn't make sense to have non-solids or to have solids on the base layer. I always want these to be separate. I think that's just going to help down the road. Before we get into the solids, we're going to fix, well, no. Let's make these, so we have to remake these tiles. We we do the well. We got the tree. Whoops. Gotta do a new single tile. Then we select that new single tile. And the column. And gravestone and the fence. It's probably good for now. Then I have to go and add collision to all of them. Now you just select the tile, do the rectangle, or whatever they call it. Yeah, new rectangle. That already has one. Might have just given that multiple ones. Nah, that's fine. Now, some of these I might go back and make a shortened collision layer so that we can walk behind them. But for now, this is going to be fine. And I think stairs, they're not going to be solid, but they will be interactable. Anyway, now let's go through and name these. So we have bush, sign, well, fence, wooden, thicket, gravestone, column. Alright, so let's go ahead and place those back in. Now, just for posterity's sake, I'm going to fill that in. That way, when we hide the solids layer, it looks normal. Top decoration. So top, let's call this over everything, because it's not just over player. And I don't think I need those. We'll leave those for now. All right, so we have to put. We're going to get grass back in. Then we're going to go to our solids and get our well in. And I think that's everything. All the solids that I had. Could maybe put a sign kind of when you walk in. Yeah, like it right there. And so that can say like, hey, welcome to blah, blah, blah. So solids are there. That's over everything. Yeah, I'll do it zoomed out so you can kind of see how we're organizing it. All right, these things are they're not solid, and we can walk behind them to create a sense of depth. We'll have all of our actors on the Y-sort layer. Top decoration, that's just when we want to put something that's not over the player or any of the actors, but we do want it over solids in the main map. Solids are mainly for walls and objects. And then we have the main map, which is primarily the floor. So that's the base layer. And I'll run this. We can walk around and just check it out. So that's kind of pretty. It's nice. We'll have a sign. See, we have collision on it. And maybe what I can do real quick is pop up a little dialog box when we interact with that. So we'll implement an interaction range. This is kind of cool. I like how you can walk under it. See, so we have these tall walls. Kind of makes sense. They're a little chunky. That doesn't look right, does it? So for with these horizontally placed doors, what I have to do is on my over everything, I have to grab that. And if we hide solids, you can see what I have to do, right? So if we put solids back up, run the game again, you'll see how this will fix it. I also really need a running animation. See, so now we can walk through it, but like even though I can walk up there, we're not gonna, be shown under there. That's just a quick little fix. I do feel like ultimately this does not feel like a cobblestone town, but maybe it should be just because it's a default town, and we can do a wooden town later, like for a forest theme. And I wouldn't mind seeing some water. I have a water tile. We'll just do a basic one for now. We could do an animated water tile to get that done. This looks like a nice spot for just a little lake, or a little pond rather. I feel like I kind of want one here too. Just give it a little flavor, a little bit of flavor, and then we have dirt. So maybe that like around here, you have a bit of, maybe it's a little soggy or something, a little muddy, and yeah, like maybe something like that. Get some dirt up by the wooded areas. Just have fun with it. Feeling like Bob Ross of tile maps right now. Happy little tiles of dirt. Okay. Yeah, I mean it looks nice. For like a retro theme, it's got some character to it. I might do a little pattern here. We'll just kind of. I could highlight and copy. I'll show you how to. You just do that, and then we just go like that. It's pretty. Pretty fly for a white flower. I don't know if we need that last one. That way it's balanced. It's kind of cool. Maybe that one was just planted, so that can have some dirt. Maybe they have a little flower. They really like flowers here. Oh yeah, we have bushes. I forgot about bushes. Do like that. And they've got 3 there. This is coming together. Yeah, I kind of like them. Yeah, maybe somebody like walled that in, something like that. And what's that look like? Nah, we'll save that for the wood town. Do we need any sand? I don't think so. So what I do need is we need a transition area when we walk too far out of town. So first, I think we have to make this more rectangular. Should be good on that. I'll delete that one. And maybe I'll just do a polygon and we'll just kind of wrap it around. Um, Polygon 2D, right? Maybe not. I think it's going to be a collision, like a static body. If I type in collision, we want collision polygon. And so you'll see that'll give us some signals we can use, or not. What the heck? Why does this not have any signals? Oh, because that's the shape, duh. So we do need a, it's going to be static, I think, because it's not moving. Rigid is if it's something that it moves around and has physics. Static is it for things like what we're doing where it doesn't move. And actually, I take it back. We want an area 2D. So we just want to check if we're leaving this. So I'll make a polygon that covers the valid walkable tiles, and if we exit that, that's when we will get the heck out of there. So you see when I click on this collision polygon 2D, that node, well, first off, it has the caution. It's just telling us we don't have any effect on collision because it's empty. It has no data. And so when you do a polygon, it does this pull vector to array of points. And all you're doing is connecting those points. So we make sure we're on the create points. That appears when you're working with a polygon. And then I can do something like this. We just kind of, actually, I take this one back. Because we need it to be where the player can't see the gray. And so maybe, you know, I can always add to it too. Let me redo that. Yeah, we'll just have to stretch this out a bit. So I'm going to do something like this. And let's see. And so maybe I'll let them walk into the forest a bit. Kind of nice. Do that, and then we connect it. Okay. So we can hide that for now. So what I need to do is extend my map. Actually, I do need to see that. We're just going to let's see if I can turn down the color of that. Yeah, that's beautiful. And then we go back to main map. And basically, we just can't see any of the background. That would not be good. And then we'll kind of extend the forest out. I don't think we need that much. Now, it doesn't matter too much, like if you have extra tiles, it's not gonna crash your game. It's not gonna, you know, bonk your performance. But you don't want more than you don't need. Like here's probably good, and then that Marsha. Maybe we do something like that. Have to look at the overworld again. That's probably good, yeah. And this grass I definitely have to extend out. We're basically just creating a buffer. And we want the regular grass now, not that tool. Something like that. Fill these in. I'm going to go around now and just fill in, I think the bucket tool is B for the shortcut. Just filling in these areas I made. What's that, P for paint tile? Just going to extend that a bit. B for bucket, I for eyedropper, B for bucket. And need P for paint. Just kind of zoom in a bit there. I think this, back to P, something like that. And of course we have to extend this out. Just kind of smooth off those edges there. And that should cover things. So we'll call this what's a good name for that? This transition area. I'm not using that anywhere, right? Okay, town transition area. We can always change the name later. We're going to give it a script. Area 2D. It can stay in world, that's good. I'm going to call it area. Alright. Now I'm not going to make this a scene because the collision polygon is going to be different for each one. And so I'll just manually add collision polygon 2D or whatever shape I might need, right? Like depending on the layout of the room that I'm in, a rectangle might work fine. A circle might be better. So you don't always need that polygon. But for something like this that has more of an organic border that we want to create, you definitely want to use a polygon. And yeah. So if we look at that, we're always going to, let's see. I don't even know if we need to reference that. By the way, these are all the points. Let's see, there are 12 points. It's just the data of points, and then we connect it, and it computes optimal polygons to make that up. So all transition area needs is to emit up to town, or the overworld. And so I think what we'll do is, for one, we'll put that in front of that. And so it'll be here, transition area. And transition area equals get node null. Now I'm doing that because we might not necessarily need that in each room. So what I'll do is, oops, what happened there? I like to do my connections at the top when possible. Area exited. So alternatively, you can do that through the UI, but it's up to you. Sometimes I just like to do it through code. Right, so we don't need anything else. That now transition area. We're going to do this through code too, I think. We want to make sure it's only checking for the player. So area 2D. So really what I want is body exited. I'm going to change that. Plus I had it typed wrong anyway. It's going to be a body, and just make that node 2D for now. Right? They use node. That's fine with me. And basically we just want to check like if body is player, then we want to transition to the area that that it's telling us to, which I think we can probably store on that area as an export. Destination. All right. String. Well, actually, by default, let's do overworld, because the vast majority of our locations will go to the overworld. And then do here is transition area dot destination. So I can send that through as a custom argument. And emit signal. We can use that tile transition. We just copy this. And so that code will work totally fine. I might actually change that signal to just transition entered. No. Wait. Yeah, that works. Then we have to update game. I'm just going to copy this down. Get rid of that. Is this one still connected? It is. Can I disconnect it from here? See, that's one thing I don't like. It seems like it's unintended behavior, but fix this. Test. So I deleted that signal. It stays connected. You have to manually disconnect it. Now that'll go away. Theoretically. There we go. So I don't know. What can you do? Now we can get rid of that. So we're just using that anytime we have a transition. That looks good. So now we can test that out. Obviously, it's working perfectly. No, I'm kidding. Destination is null. Okay, so we do if transition area, then we connect it. Overworld doesn't have that. That's why we're getting that error. So now we can go in here. That still works beautiful. We walk out. That was I not in it to begin with? All right, so it's just not registering. It's not working or something. Let's take a look at the code. Transition area body exited. Oh, forgot to change that. All right, so we go to town. We walk out of town. It's not working. Make sure I'm in town. Let's do print body. So that way we'll know if it's actually firing. Make sure I'm in it. We walk out. All right, so it's just not working. Let's look at town. We have that. Also, we want to make sure we hide it. No, it won't show up. Anyway, it's just collision. We're definitely beginning in it. I wonder if that's the problem. It shouldn't be. So we're definitely out of it. We're definitely entering it there. Okay, so it's, was it firing? It's just covered up. Okay, so that is working. So that means Overworld's receiving that. And let's see. And oh, it's not connected to that. Let's close world map because it's too confusing. Those are all the overworlds. Place these. All right. So I think when we add the scene, oh no, we can just queue free. So let's hold off on that code for now, but we're gonna queue free and see what happens. I don't think it's gonna look great. Not for all for. Right. I think we only want to do that if it's a battle. We had that scene. Then when we transition to scene, if destination dot equals then we want else we do that. And we do if scene equals world. Good world map. Current scene. Headshot scene. Okay. Fingers crossed. Looks good. Yeah, that does not work right. We'll try out current scene. Current scene equals scene. we do need it there. Seen his battle else. Hedgehog. Oh, we're doing that already. Just take a look at the remote tree. Okay. So, see, world map goes away. We go to town. I leave town. The world map does not come back. And the problem is that I did not change the name of the overworld's world map. That was my entire issue, I believe. Or not. So default overworld, that's why. All because of these string checks. Or not. What the frick? Go to town. Position area. World map. World map. Oh crap. So I'm not using that. What? What? So we have that. I think now I just have to connect it. I need to do that. Beautiful. Now we need to make sure we're re-enabling the player and that we're moving them off of that transition. That player. I think this could be at the end. We're going to take that off, and overworld is going to enter tree. It's going to do player dot set enable true. I don't know why we're not getting autocomplete. Oh, it's just enable. Yield. Yeah, let's change that. Cool. So now we need to spawn them back a bit. So the player, it's a good way to handle that. I think we'll do it this way. We're going to give it, I'm going to get the cell 3512. And we're going to give you an export var, exit cell, vector 2. And what did we say that was going to be? 3512. So it's going to spawn that way. And we also need exit direction. Now let's do this. Math.facing or exit facing and equals. Okay. why it's not showing up on autocomplete. Let's convert that. Yeah, I can't really do it too early. That doesn't work either. Getting a little sloppy, but if it works, it works. Let's just do so the facing's not working. That's really not working. This needs to be multiplication. We'll worry about facing in a second. Plus which will spawn us on the center of the spawn cell. Beautiful. That's working. We just have to get facing working. Spawn facing. Exit facing down. Town spawn facing is up. Why don't I just convert this ahead of time? We're going to a scene, then we're going to override spawn facing to be scene.spawn facing. actually spawn facing. Let's update this. And let's do this. Be spawn facing and do the same thing up in the overworld class. Change that to int. I don't know, man. I probably have to update these. Up. This will be down and 3512. So we want to be up, good. We want to be down. Oh man, it works. It's not the prettiest code, but it gets the job done for now. So let's run the whole game again. Looks good. We come in from the right. Nice. I'm going to try leaving from the side. Perfect. I'm going to test our battle transition. I think it's probably broken now. Or it's perfect. And actually, I just wanted to run away. Might as well fight them now. Uh-oh. It broke. It broke. We didn't lock up, though. It's just the battle. Something in the battle it didn't like. Alright, cool. That doesn't look right, does it? How'd that happen? I think when we go to battle, we need null cell, null cell. We have to use that. Just copy these. Again, not really ideal, but it's getting the job done. Or theoretically it is. Let's get into some fights. Let's run away. Looks like it's saving our position. Is it saving our facing? No, that's weird. Like, how come after that first fight we're losing the player? The player gets pulled out. They should be updating. This code's like mush to me right now. I can't even really discern what's happening. Let's try this. So now we get into a battle out here. It looks like it's saving that incorrectly. Small facing. Let's try this. If scene is don't want that. It's just the first time. That looks good. Don't run away. That looks good. Let's see. Let's see what the heck that. I don't know. Battle. We run. Okay. Code doesn't get called. We run. It doesn't look like it's getting called, but apparently something is happening. Now, is that the 0? So it's going back to 0, which tells me our camera is just not getting reset. So like if is then the world laptop. Interesting. Here's what we do. Tree idle frame. might fix it. So we're going to do battle. We run. Now the issue is when we come back here. No, that's not doing it. What's confusing me is that it doesn't impact it the first time, but the second time it does. Let's do that up here. Might as well do that first. What the F? I mean, what the hell? So we come back from battle. We're not moving the player position, so it's definitely a camera issue. It's almost like there's another camera active. Let's check out the remote tree. Go to battle. You can see how this changes. We go to battle holder. Battle's in there. It has a camera for screen shake. We run away. World map is down there now. That's fine. So, oh. Interesting. So world map is not getting yanked out that second time. I think that's causing the problem. So current scene equals scene. Let's try and debug it that way. Go to battle. It's going to tell us world map is the current scene. Good. Deleted object. Oh. We have to set current scene down here. I think that's the problem. So we have to wait until it's added back in. Oof, this is not the fun part about making games. Deleted object. Why is it getting deleted? Oh, well, that's because we're coming from the battle. When we go back, oh no, we do need to call that first. Let's see what that looks like. Test it in here. So it's a town from world map. Let's actually move these around. So we can do something like this. All right. Make it more clear what we're doing. So world map to town. Town to world map. And we're going to do world map to battle. Okay. That's because we have this yield. We're not doing that scene transition. So we add the world map back. Current scene equals scene. I think here. That's there. We're never setting. What? Let's try that. Okay. Print. Finished. Back to. This is also wrong. This needs to be current scene. Make sure it still works with town. Looks good. We did get an error, but let's see. I'm already connected. If not, scene is this code is getting sloppy. I kind of like it. Whoa, look at all those errors. What? 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 Okay, let's just try this. We don't want all that. We got two that. What? Oh, God. It's terrible. This is man. Let's try out current scene. Scene is battle. Oh man. Let's see. Not equal world map. Okay, we need that. We need to do this. That should. Maybe that's a problem. We did get one error. This is not a child of this node. We're never changing current scene now. We'll just do that down here. Oh, man. Beautiful. Now we need test battle. I'm ready for lunch. Alright, so we are getting an error. But we have our positions. Back to current. Beautiful. Now what are these? One focus exited. That's just an issue with my menu. That's not a big deal. So we fixed it. Man, kind of an overwhelming task. But we have seen transitions done for both areas, like towns, as well as the battle scene. So that's pretty good. I think the next video, definitely got to focus on NPCs, right? We have to finish this town. We want to get interactables. And these signs are big. Like this tile map, the 20 by 20 is crazy. I think I just need to make smaller signs. They don't need to be that big. The other tiles are probably fine. Town, I like it. I dig it. It's pretty minimal, retro. Good stuff. All right, I'm out. Gotta eat. Gotta go.